Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maite. So for today's video, I'm going to do a little recap on the books that I read. There are two that I DNF'd, so I'm gonna start off with those. The first one is Too Good to Be True by Carola Lovering. This I got up to part 2. I thought this was gonna be a different type of book. I thought it was gonna be the male or the female lead will find someone new to start their new life, hence the engagement ring. But I found out that it was a thriller. I wanted to dive into thriller. I think this, for the first part, was good. I did get what they were trying to do, what Heather's point of view was, what Brooke and Sky's point of view were in the whole first part. The only thing I didn't like, it was very slow. It was a very slow start. I like things not to go super fast, but at a normal or a bit faster of pace going on to the rest of the book. I feel like part 2 is gonna have that, but I'm gonna save this one for October, see if I could get myself back into it. If I start rereading it, it will be from part 2. I'm good at remembering the parts that are very key and important in a book. So yeah, it's not a bad book. It's just... The other book that I DNF was The Age of Miracles. I put that one away, but I put a picture. I had that one since, I want to say, 10th or 11th grade. I forgot all about it until now that I was looking for all my books to do my bookshelves. That book was more of a coming of age story, and the way the story was said was that there was an eclipse, the world was slowing down, and she was barely she's a teenager, so that transition of time slowing down and her being a teenager is gonna change her. It's basically a bit different than what I expected. When I was reading it, I didn't start from the beginning because I knew what had happened in the beginning. I started from where I had left off, and I think I got in 40 or 50 pages. I couldn't go more. I couldn't finish reading it. I wasn't intrigued, and yeah. Next up are the ones that I finished and really did like. So first up, I have the Twilight graphic novel volume 1, which is basically amazing. I read this in one sitting. If you've seen the movies, some parts of the movie are right here. So yeah, I don't have the sleeve. I bought it secondhand, so I might get the one with the sleeve. I want to get the other two as well, but really do like it. I really like the Twilight series. Next up is The Sexiest Billionaire by Sierra Cartwright. This is a B. It says it's a B BDMS. Yeah, it's there's a BDMS book. Jax is so Willow is I think she is an only child, and she is found in I don't know if it's a convention or a place where people who like BDMS go, and she finds her dad's business, his business partner. X finds that his business partner's daughter is there, and it creates a relationship. I give this a 3.1 in Goodreads just because of the fact that it is short. The whole book itself, without including these pages over here, is 142 pages. The one thing I didn't like was that there was a time jump of 3 months. I wanted to see them getting along, them falling in love, or like falling in love, talking about the things they want in life, those type of cheesy things. I think that's why I rank it low. It's not that low, but it's kind of low, but really did like it. Will I reread it? Yes, I would. Next up, it's The Rejected Wife by Sweeta RP. This is, I think I forgot, it's a guy's name, William? Yeah, William and Heather's relationship. They get married because their grandparents had a feud, and to settle it, they decided that the firstborn male in William's side would marry the firstborn of Heather's side, so it ended up being William and Heather. They need to get married. The sister something with that being the main picture is them married. So William believes that Heather did something to his sister to sabotage her career, so he is doing everything in his power to get revenge for what she did to his sister. This, I believe I gave it a 3. I gave it a 3.2. The only reason why I gave it a 3.2, I wanted more background, more info on how the grandparents, how their feud started, how they decided to end it, and how it affected Heather's family and William's family. I wanted that in the book, as well as a little bonus chapter about their life a few years later. The next book is Spooksville by Christopher Pike, The Secret Path. So if you've seen the show, you know where I'm going with this. Adam is new to Springsville, but the locals call it Spooksville. He is learning that as he goes, especially in the first book. There is Sally and Watch who are locals in the town. Sally is a very talkative person, and Watch is more of a quiet, smart type of person. So they embark in a small little journey to the secret path, which ends up being quite terrifying for them. But I give this one a 4 because the only reason why I gave it a 4, it's spooky, but not too spooky where I might have nightmares. I am a chicken when it comes to horror movies and horror books. If I'm reading anything horror, I like to do it during the day, as well as seeing horror movies during the day, so I have enough time to forget about the movie and have a nice sleep at night. I will be collecting the rest of this series. The next two are two that go together. It's Go Deep and Deeper by Ruth Adams. Really? Ruth? See? This is about two best friends, two lovers. So Naeva and Xavier have been best friends since diapers. So Naeva is a exotic writer. She published her book but got terrible reviews. She took down the book and she needed someone to get her juices flowing, and who better than Xavier to help her. So this book is how Xavier and Naeva transition from being best friends to friends with benefits, kind of, to hopefully being lovers. There is a ton of jealousy in the book, but overall I believe I gave this one a 3.5, 3.7, around there. And this one is about the relationship after the whole getting her juices flowing, all of that. After all of that happened, this is after, and how they ended up being lovers. So this one, I think I gave it a 3.4, just because I wanted to see them if they have kids or their honeymoon. No, they did show their honeymoon, I believe. Yeah, because they went somewhere. They went to Aruba. I wanted to see the life like later on. But yeah, really glad I got these. The other book, well, graphic novel that I read was the Disney High School Musical graphic novel. I'll put a picture somewhere here. I gave that one a 3.9. So that graphic novel is between the end of High School Musical, the first one, between the ending to the, not the start, but like before starting High School Musical 2. It's another talent show that happens. It shows problems that the characters have with one another. I think it was really good. I gave it a 3.9. I might lower it down, but yeah, it was a really good book in my opinion. I did not read in one day because I was reading, I think, this one and another book, and I wanted to transition. I wanted something light for me to transition between reading different books. So there's that one. The book that I read, but it's an ebook or a Nook that I read, was There's for the Knife by Katie Roberts. I give this a 3.5. So this is a three-way. This book is a girl who, I forgot how old she's turning. I think she's turning 22 or 23. She goes to a club, classic type of book. I know. There she meets a prince and his bodyguard. They do the nasty, and the prince realizes he wants her, both the prince and the bodyguard, but the bodyguard is more quiet. Yeah, I guess you could say it like that. He doesn't show what he's feeling. He has a, well, he masks his emotions when he sees her, when they're doing it, and all those types of things. But the prince is more straightforward, telling her, oh, I like you, and like that. I really want to get the second book and the third book, so that one is also there. Really nice. I did like the book. It did leave in a cliffhanger, but I'm fine with that. The next book I have to talk about, it's one of my favorites that I have read so far. So this is How to Walk Away by Catherine Zenner. So this is about Margaret. She has, her life is perfect to a T. An accident changes. She no longer sees herself as the perfect person she was before. Her mom especially irritated me in the beginning, how she wanted her daughter to be this picture perfect girl and all that. Her fiance Chip is a complete douche, and I am very glad she didn't end up with him. Then she has problems with her sister. They resolve them. Chip is out of her life. She is working in her therapy. Is it physical therapy? Yeah, physical therapist Ian. I shipped them since the beginning. There were some parts where they did make me cringe, from her saying a few things that she shouldn't have said. Yeah, this is just one of my favorite books. I give it a 5 or a 4.9 in Goodreads, but one of my favorite books. I'm really glad I picked it out from Book of the Month. Excited to read. I'm gonna see if she has any more books that I'm interested to read. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.